crispy, deep fried chicken in a beautifully toasted sesame bun with a really rich and unctuous katsu curry sauce. This is my Katsu Curry Chicken Burgers. Welcome back to Wok Wednesdays. My name is Ian. I'm one of the chefs from the School of Wok. Today we're doing something a little bit exciting, a little bit different. We are making the essence of chicken katsu curry, but we are putting it inside a lovely toasted sesame bun to make our incredible katsu curry burgers. All right, so let's start. We're going to prepare a few vegetables for our sauce. So half an onion, we're just going to dice. Doesn't have to be super small because we're going to blend it. So we've got one peeled carrot that we're just going to dice. So you can just cut it into quarters and then give it a fine dice through. So finely chop your garlic. When we are doing our classes in the school, we try and keep everything as authentic and as true to the original as possible. But when we're cooking for ourselves, or when I'm cooking at home, that's when we like to play with things a little bit more and sort of tiptoe into the world of fusion. I just think the flavours of a katsu curry work so well with a burger. Next, we're going to get about half an apple, which we're just going to give it a quick peel, and then I'll take the core out. I think we've got to a point now where katsu as a term is very overused. If something has curry sauce remotely with it, it's called katsu. Needs to be with a fried cutlet, which we're going to have for our burger. So we've got our apple peeled, and we're going to grate that straight into the sauce later. That's going to add a bit of sweetness. So that's the ingredients for the sauce ready to go. I'm going to pop that to one side. Just going to shred a little bit of gem lettuce here for our burger. Okay, which is going to sit on the bed. I think it's much better if the lettuce is shredded rather than whole. I think the texture is much better. Okay, lettuce shredded, and we're going to turn our attention now to our chicken. So let's butterfly out our chicken breasts. So we're just going to go in at the side, and just with sort of gentle strokes, make your way through the chicken breast until it opens itself out. And we do this so that it's going to be much more even. It's going to cook more evenly. Just to finish off, what you're going to do is take your chicken breast and put it between two bits of parchment paper, and just with a rolling pin or something heavy, just give it a bash. Thin it out slightly. What I'm going to do with this is cut it in half. So I think one of those is probably about the right size for my burger. If there's one thing I believe strongly in this world, it's that your burger shouldn't be overfilled. You'll see what I mean at the end. So let's turn our attention back to our sauce. We've got a pan here, medium heat. We're going to go in with some oil. And we're going to just fry off our onions and our carrots. So we're going to cook these down for about 4 or 5 minutes till the onions are translucent and just starting to soften. Okay, garlic is going to go in as well. I'm going to fry for another 30 seconds. And I'm going to grate my apple. Okay, so now we're going to start to build the flavour here with this sauce. So first off, our curry powder is going in. Okay, actually you need a little bit more oil in there when you do this. Just going to fry that for a few seconds until it's really fragrant. I'm going to add in some plain flour as well as the rest of my oil here. We're going to make like a roux here, which is going to give us that really thick sauce. We're going to start to gradually add our stock. Because we are putting this into a bun rather than serving it with rice, we want to end up with a much thicker curry sauce. So I might not need all of this stock. Let's see how we get on. Adding this gradually just helps you achieve a more smooth sauce without too many lumps in. I'm going to let this simmer for a few minutes. So this is probably the right thickness, but I'll add a little bit of stock just to let it simmer. And when it gets back to that thickness we just had, that's when we're going to take it off the heat. In terms of building that depth of flavour that we talked about, so first and foremost, some fish sauce is going to go in. Salty, funky, fermented umami. Some tomato paste as well. We've got some light soy sauce and a little bit of dark soy sauce as well, which is going to give us some colour. And we've got a little bit of dashi stock here. Again, Savory, umami, funky flavour with that sort of little bit of smoked element as well from the smoked tuna. Worcestershire sauce, so that's going to go in. And then another kind of umami ingredient here is our dried mushrooms. And for that lovely kind of like astringent bitter taste, we've got some bay leaves as well. And again, a little bit more stock in. And I'm just going to let this simmer away for about 10-15 minutes until all those flavours get to know each other. So while our sauce is simmering away, we are going to pane our chicken for our katsu. So wet, dry, wet, dry. So the chicken goes into the flour. So it's just plain flour we're using, but we've seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Into the egg mixture. And then into our panko breadcrumbs. And we are going to double coat. There we go. Our 4 burgers breadcrumbed and ready to deep fry. So we're going to deep fry these one by one. So just gently lay your chicken into the hot oil. We're going to fry for about 4 minutes until it's nice and golden all over. Don't agitate too much when you first start frying. Let that coating form, and then you can get in with your ladle and start to just move it around. No, you can't use your air fryer. You've got to have the calories like the rest of us. You can, but it's not as good. It's worth deep frying. I'm not recommending that you make these every day of the week. So after 4 minutes, we've got a beautifully crisp katsu cutlet, so we're going to take that out. So we're going to use a little bit of mayo to toast these buns. And we're using the oil and the egg in the mayo to get it nice and golden. You can do this with butter. So our sauce has been simmering away for about sort of 10-15 minutes. We're going to blend this, so you might just want to hunt down those mushrooms and the bay leaves and remove. Okay, so let's just have a quick taste. It's good. It's quite salty, so I'm going to add a little bit of sweet. So just a drop of...
First and most.
Always. So let's assemble. I'm going to start with a little bit more mayo on the base of each burger. Just going to give that a nice spread. Okay, now let's hit this with some of our shredded lettuce. We've also got some pickles here. So we've got some pickled daikon and some pickled cucumber for a little bit of sourness, which is going to cut through the richness of the fried chicken and the sauce. Then our katsu fillets. So we're going to take our sauce and a good 2 or 3 spoonfuls. You can always keep the rest in a little pot for dipping as you go. There we go, let's give it a try. It's so good. That is a next level burger right there. The crispiness of the chicken, the real richness of the sauce, and then those pickles which just kind of lift everything at the end. I'm going in for another bite. And let us know down in the comments. I want to know from you guys, what are some of your favourite fusion-y dishes that you cook at home? The weirder, the better. I will be reading them. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time on What Wednesday.